Welcome to the US 54 Expansion Project Open House with a virtual meeting option. The Texas Department of Transportation Amarillo District thanks you for your attendance. We appreciate your interest and involvement in this project. Your input is an important part of the project development process, and we look forward to receiving feedback and comments from you. The presentation will discuss goals for public involvement, project information and background, the purpose and need for the project, what the proposed project and timeline would look like, and how to make comments. We encourage you to engage with the materials posted on TxDOT.gov. We would also like to stress the importance of filling out the comment form. Comment forms are available online as a PDF for your use. Please submit the comment forms via U.S. mail to the Amarillo District Headquarters by Monday, December 4th. November 7th, 2000 was the last deathless day on roadways in Texas. That means for more than 22 years, at least one person has died every single day. We all have a part to play to change that. This message is that reminder to end the streak of deaths on Texas highways. We need drivers and passengers to act more responsibly and help us reach our goal of 0 deaths by 2050. Texans can play a major role in ending fatal crashes with a few simple driving habits. Wear seatbelts, drive the speed limit, put away the phone and other distractions, and never drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs. So please do your part and share this message with your friends and family. The Texas Department of Transportation is conducting this public meeting to communicate the progress of the US 54 expansion project, conceptual design, and environmental planning. As part of this project, we are committed to implementing a sound public involvement strategy to keep the impacted community engaged in the process. The purpose of this public meeting is to inform you about the proposed project and present recommendations to gather public feedback. This presentation includes information on the purpose of the project, a description of the project including the design, right-of-way requirements, and schedule, and the potential environmental constraints in the area. We encourage you to submit comments on the project. If you wish to submit a comment to be part of the official record, you can do that in several ways, and we will outline those methods at the end of this presentation. The deadline to submit comments to be included in the official record is Monday, December 4th. Documentation of this meeting will be made available for the official record, and once prepared, it will be shared on www.TxDOT.gov. The Texas Department of Transportation recognizes the need for planning to meet the regional needs of long-term growth. US 54 serves as a major corridor for both local and truck traffic, and it'll be important to ensure there is sufficient capacity for travel and enhanced safety measures in the years to come. The project limits on US 54 are from FM 2677 to the Oklahoma state line in Sherman County, Texas, and the length of the project is 19 miles. The project proposes improvements to the existing roadway by expanding it from 2 lanes to 4 lanes, adding truck parking, and realigning cross streets. Planning and environmental studies will continue until an environmental decision has been documented. On this slide, we outline the project purpose and need. TxDOT uses purpose and need statements to summarize the why behind the project, as well as what we hope to achieve once the project is concluded. The purpose of this project is to improve connectivity, mobility, and safety along the corridor. Expanding this roadway will yield many benefits for this area. The US 54 expansion project is needed because the study area is expected to grow in traffic volume, reducing connectivity, mobility, and safety along US 54. On the next couple of slides, we will highlight this growth and the current traffic conditions along the corridor. We touched on this in the previous slides, but we want to focus for a minute on the increase in traffic volume on the roadway and how that growth and additional travel projections show that US 54 will need improvements and/or new roadway alignments to accommodate the future increase in travel demand. On a broader level, the Panhandle is experiencing accelerated growth of commercial vehicle travel, specifically the corridor along US 54. As you can see on this screen, the average annual daily traffic volume is scheduled to increase significantly between now and 2053. The updates we are proposing will help accommodate this growth. On the current roadway within our project limits, we have identified a number of crash hotspots. On the map on the left, the red areas represent the hotspots, and the dark blue dots represent fatal crashes that have occurred on the roadway between 2017 and 2022. During this time frame, there were 61 total crashes. 59% of crashes involved one vehicle, and 18% of crashes were head-on crashes. Of the remaining 23% of crashes, 19.7% of crashes were 2+ same-direction crashes, 1.6% of crashes were 2+ opposite direction crashes, and 1.6% of crashes were 2+ angle crashes or other. Added safety elements will be necessary to protect the roadway users, as well as aiding in our mission to end the streak, which we shared at the beginning of this presentation. Here you can see that the current typical section of US 54 is a two-way undivided roadway with 12-foot lanes, 10-foot outside shoulders, and a typical 186-foot right-of-way width. With this project, we are proposing improvements to the existing roadway as shown on this typical section. The project is anticipated to upgrade US 54 from a 2-lane undivided roadway to a 4-lane divided roadway with a median. The project will evaluate improvements to the angle of existing cross streets to make them perpendicular to US 54 and will remove existing rest stops and consolidate these areas to one new truck parking location. These improvements will aid in increasing the overall safety of the corridor as well as add capacity. On this slide, you can see the proposed 5-lane typical section. This portion of the roadway will be a 5-lane divided roadway with 12-foot lanes, 2-foot outside shoulders, and a 14-foot two-way turn lane. The 5-lane typical section is going to be used at the beginning of the project in Stratford until County Road 9. Then we will use the 4-lane typical section we showed you on the previous slide, and then transition back to the 5-lane typical section at the end of the project in Texoma. Similar to the proposed typical section we just showed you, the proposed 5-lane typical section improves safety and adds capacity. On this slide, you can see potential median crossover locations. The median crossover would provide left-turning or U-turning movements at county roads and driveway locations along the project. The small blue dots on the map represent those locations, and the images on the left represent two types of typical median crossovers. The top one is a typical median crossover, and the bottom one is a typical median crossover at a cross street. Another piece of this project is to add in a parking location. The parking area will provide truck parking for commercial trucks, as well as a separate area for cars and other travelers. The area will also have picnic tables for passerbys to enjoy. The preliminary design concept of the parking location is on the screen. This slide shows the estimated timeline for the project. Please note our schedule is subject to change depending on project needs. The primary objectives for the open house are to engage the community and to provide you with an opportunity to ask questions and provide valuable feedback and comments regarding the design elements of the US 54 expansion project. To ensure we collect your input, we have several options for your feedback. Print and mail a comment form to the TxDOT Amarillo District Office located at 5715 Canyon Drive, Amarillo, Texas 79110. Download the comment form from the website www.txdot.gov. Explore projects, hearings, meetings, and notices schedule. Use keyword US 54 expansion. Find the comment form under meeting materials. Mail comments to TxDOT Amarillo District, 5715 Canyon Drive, Amarillo, Texas 79110. Or you may choose to email your comments to ama_project_input@txdot.gov. This presentation, along with all of the other project information, such as displays and comment forms available at this public meeting, can be found at www.txdot.gov/projects/hearings-meetings.html. Then look for this public meeting in the schedule list. For your comments to be included in the official record, your feedback must be received by one of the methods listed above, and comments must be postmarked on or before Monday, December 4th. Moving forward, if you have any questions or wish to obtain updates on the project, we encourage you to visit the TxDOT.gov website to learn more. Thank you again for participating in the US 54 Expansion Project public meeting.